Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome back to more Space Engineers. Finally. I was able today to get enough material moved over to get the amount of concrete I needed. Oh my God. So did some work to the base, got some stuff, some needed infrastructure set up. So made a decent progressive leap today. That's where we're picking things up off at, yeah. And get myself a heart attack today. I don't know what the hell happened. But, so I clicked on, continue game here. You can't see it on the, I guess you can see it. Yeah, it's there. I clicked on continue game. And instead of it starting the game where I left off, it had me parachuting down in a rover on Earth. I freaked the hell out. I was like, what? So I backed out, went back to the main menu, clicked continue game or whatever the button is again. Same thing. I was like, did I just lose all of that? Did I just lose that game? 100 different scenarios ran through my mind. Don't know what it was, but then I went and specifically joined the server instead of clicking continue game, and we're fine. So I don't know what that was, man, but talk about my heart stopping. I was like, did I just lose everything? It was a bitch. It was about 10 seconds of sheer panic. So here we are in a little cryo chamber. All right. So yeah, we got a couple of things done temporarily. We got food production started. I just slung it under here for right now. But that's what that is. And we got enough concrete. We came back here. We started building out the back wall. We moved the refinery into the back. Got an O2H2 generator, oxygen tank, hydrogen tank. Built the normal assembler instead of the basic assembler. And we went and got a load of ice, and it looks like that's probably all been processed away. It has. All right. So that's where we're at. Like I said, we got all this concrete done in here. Just normal concrete, but it allowed me to... We had all the resources for this. We had all the metal, all the nickel, all the silicon we needed for it. So it worked out great. So we still need more concrete for finishing this, but this was huge. This was leaps and bounds compared to the struggle we had to get the material. And it was because of that drilling platform we made. So I've got to pull the algae out of the algae farms, because they only hold 12. I still got to put a food processor down to craft that up. Because I think, I think we're... Yeah, this is it. This food I have on me, these 16 mil packs, this is it. That's all the food we got. So I got to get a food processor online. We got to figure out where to do that. Satchel said no update either. No update came out. I don't know what it was, man. All right, so maybe that's going to be kind of close. Is it food processor from the bottom? It is from the bottom. So Maybe we put that here. I can't think of anything else that I'm worried about. So if I cut that out, grab some metal here. We'll get that piped in. I think we've got enough motors to do this. We shall see. You guys had a great day. Is that? I think it goes this way, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it goes that way. And then we'll go below and get it all connected in here in a second. Oh. All right, so now we got to go down below. Some of this stuff, what the hell am I... What am I doing with some of this? Take this and take this. All right, let's do... Oh, not that, not that. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to work on next. I think we're going to work on... Wait, what? I think we're going to work on a couple of things, but we still got to finish the building. But that can be done at a slower pace now. We'll add stuff to it as we need it. I think we need to start working on a larger ship. For sure. Alright, let's try and duck back under here. There's a gap here someplace we can get in. So that's where we need to connect in. Be able to connect in right there. Ah, dang it. All right. Now, once we get this done, then the food processor is gonna let us start making goodies. Wait, I'm in the wrong spot. I was like, wait a minute, that's already upgraded. Food processor. I'm just going to put 500 in production. So that way, as the algae farms are producing them, the food processor is going to be crafting them up. Maybe just snatch them out. So we have food, oxygen, hydrogen, and energy, so electricity. So we got the basics covered now. So we do need to go over and grab more concrete. All right, take care, Watcher. That drilling rig we set up, that drilling operation, is doing a fantastic job. It's not the fastest, but just if I grab one inventory full of gravel and bring it over, it makes almost 2,000 bags of concrete. It's like 1,800 and something. So I had mined up on that large grid storage container over here. I had it 2/3 filled with stone when I shut down the drill. And I just let the refinery continue to munch on the stone that was already mined. It was a lot. So there should be quite a bit of gravel waiting over here for us. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Just stop there. All right, so what did we end up with here? 9,000 gravel.
Meteor storm inbound.
Holy shit. Almost. Wow. Okay, so alrighty. Well, I gotta drop some of these O2 some of these bottles off if I grabbed them, was carrying them all around. Damn, okay. It's funny how those meteors, they just look like missiles with contrails. It's funny. First time I saw one up here, I thought for sure I had a missile fired at me. All right, so let's do a couple of things here. Let's pitch this gravel in here so this can get turned into concrete. Because what do we have over here? We have 150 bags of concrete. Yep, in the cargo terminal. I forgot, what did he say? Shift control? There we go. Yep, it was 1,000. Somebody answered that for me last night. All right. And then what else were we going to do? We've got all these bottles on us. I gotta put these on autofill. And the same thing for our food. We don't need to run around with the whole stack of food on us anymore. So this area is kind of dark. One of the things I wanted to do, I thought about it, was I want to sort of light this area up. We're going to go back and get more of that gravel here in a bit. Damn it, I didn't mean to use all that concrete there. That was just stupid. I don't know if this is going to be... I don't know if that's going to... It almost seems like it needs to be higher, doesn't it? Excuse me. Dang. I don't want the angled ones. These are corner. Wait, but isn't that the right one? Yeah, so let's try that. Just got to grab some metal here. All right. Oh, can't see. Can we somehow... It's 160-degree radius instead of 120. That looks pretty cool. It's just so dark back here, you know? That's... We have to figure out if that's how high we're going to do our building. That's what I might do. Is how that slopes. Yeah, that might be all right. We'll figure it. You still working on concrete, or did you finish? Still going. Still got 3,000 gravel to process. Let's go and get another armload of gravel. I couldn't imagine with that small grid ship and drill we were using. At first, I can't imagine trying to get enough material for concrete using that thing. I mean, it's fine for gathering up, like I went and got a load of ice. Even when I mine up, ore with it, like when I mine up cobalt or iron with it, it was enough. It gathered enough. We throw... Oh yeah, we can throw 1,000 in there. Didn't get it all, but got most of it. Oh my god, there's still 2,000. There's still... Oh, okay. There's still a bunch in the refinery. So there is over 10,000 gravel in here. Yeah, this base didn't turn out quite the way I wanted it to. Some stuff I want to change around, but right now we needed function over form. We just got 2 empty O2 bottles. Damn, I don't know. It's so silly that you can't move O2 bottles through a small connector. You can't move the bottles. Empty those bottles. I used all the oxygen when I was running back and forth mining the stone today. Still amazes me we made all of the metal grids we made. We still have 14,000 cobalt. Right, so where do we go with all this now? So I don't even know where to start building a large grid ship. Because you don't use a cockpit for a large grid ship. I think it's like Imperion where you build a bridge. We have trying to think how we would put defenses on here as well. See, the whole front of this didn't turn out the way I hoped it was going to. So how do we change this up? Wonder if I should extend. Wonder if I should extend this thing out the whole front. How I sort of did just that little runway, whatever you want to call it, gangway. Wonder if I should just extend the whole damn thing out. I'd have to relocate the algae farms, but it's not a big deal. I just threw them down here temporarily. And I got to figure out what to do with the solar. Well, if I extend this out, shit. Well, if I extend it out pretty far, like out to here, I could actually sling the solar panels and the rotors under it. Use the top as a landing pad. Put turrets on it. You know how to work. But I think we do all that out of metal. We're not gonna do it out of concrete. And we certainly have an absolute crap ton of iron, so we could burn all that on light armor blocks. We'd have to extend this side out first. Move the solar panel on this side under it, so we could remove all that. And then we would have to shift the connectors, the docking connectors, to this side, so we could detach those ships and move them over here. And then we would rip all this out and redo this side. And the same thing, we'd put the solar panels slung underneath. We could sling the algae farm underneath as well. As I thought about going up with it, you know, we could almost build a giant face to this. It'd be freaking huge, man. We could do that, because that's part of the vulnerability of this, is this gap, this hole in this asteroid is so large. I mean, look, the refinery, the oxygen tanks, everything's targetable. It can all be hit. Nothing is safe back there. I don't know. I don't know if we invest the time in that, or do we just treat this base as just the first iteration of us having a foothold in space, and knowing that somewhere down the line we'll end up doing something different.
Energy low.
That's the other thing. Well, you know what? I guess I could sit in the... Yeah, I can use the cryopod to recharge. EWRR Outpost, how are you, man? Use it as an outpost. Yeah, because that's sort of what I'm thinking. I don't... Like, I want to build a big permanent base, something that's really nice, really cool looking. But I know that was definitely going to take time. this is honestly, this is just what we started to get us off Mars. But I gotta figure out, how the hell do you even start building a large grid? I mean, using Empyrion's lingo, a capital, yeah, CV, a capital vessel. I mean, it just seems like such a mammoth project, but I guess we need to start it, man, because we can't survive on this shit. I just don't know if I have enough room to start building it here. I almost need to build it over here. So what do? Just you do the same thing you do down on the planet and attach landing gear to it? Or I guess no, I wouldn't need to do that. Just freaking blocks, right? Because then sever the blocks and it's already large grid. I don't need to do any of that crap. Made an LG once, ended up in a box and stopped. Yeah, let's get some more small grid stuff. Small grid stuff. What am I talking about? I need armor, or need metal plates. Ignore me. My brain's moving faster than my mouth. Oh, I see what you're saying. I got it. All right, so for this, oh, I hate to do this. I hate to even say this, but it needs. At least the front of it, I'm going to have to make out of armored blocks. As far as I know, the whole damn thing needs to be out of armored blocks. I don't know. I don't know how wide. I don't know how much shit has to be on this thing. So if I did that, oh man, I don't think, holy shit, not that big. Those are reverse thrusters. I'm laying out what I think would be the front of the ship. So probably have interior plates for that. All the shit has to be on it, Satchel's. All the That's Satchel's professional ship design opinion. You need all the shit. I have no idea how much. You see how poorly I design those things. I don't have a clue. I guess you got to answer the question, what's the purpose of this? It's not a combat ship, but it needs to be able to defend itself. Yeah, see this, and this is where all that iron that we grabbed, this is where all that comes in handy. All the metal grids, all the things, all the things. So we're still going to need a massive amount of cobalt. See how quick that metal goes, but that's all right. Blinkers, turn signals.
Energy low.
Cockpit bridge, H2O2 generator, O2 tank, H2 tank battery, gyroscopes, thruster, survival kit, med bay, and antenna. Okay. It's doable. I mean, it doesn't have to be massive. It can be compact. Let's go through the door, even though there's no roof on the place. Oh, that's okay, man. You don't have to retype it all. I see exactly what you put out there. Thank you for that list. It's going to be a slow build for sure. But I'm thinking those are the reverse thrusters. We'll have them just on the outside. This is going to be the bridge. There'll be a layer of blocks on the bottom, maybe two. Layer of blocks on the top, maybe two. Like I said, the whole thing doesn't need to be armored blocks. I'm going to armor the front, maybe the rear. Yeah, that's waiting on grids and interior plates. So let's flip this back over to the connector. What's going to be interesting is how much we got 18,000 iron and we're burning through it. All that iron we had, remember? Just we didn't know what to do with it. We were throwing it in boxes. We didn't know where to put it, and we're going to burn through it all. Which is okay. That's what we should be doing. Nothing in the build planner, so let's go ahead and build out these engines. Put that in the build planner. Yep, wrong key. Wrong key there, buddy. Oh my God. Okay, let's move all those grids to the back, shall we? Move all you to the back. keel is a good idea, so you can make it as a conveyor, like right down the middle, you mean? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, this is a conveyor. This is a conveyor. And I'll probably connect it to a central spline, you know, a conveyor right down the middle of the ship. But I think I'm going to get the front of it done first. And just as we move back, we'll build it out. This is going to be weird, man, when we chew up all these resources. What are you doing back in the front? So we'll probably take the light miner, just because it has that small grid large cargo box. And we'll go over to the drilling platform and we'll pick up all the iron. And we'll haul it over here and dump it in so that it can be used to make all the metal plates we're going to need. Yeah, the thing is though, it's been a thing that I always do on all the games I play. I don't use creative. I want to learn from my mistakes, and yeah, I know you can do the same thing in creative, but okay, there's one done. Okay, so it's metal grids we're after. We need a bunch of now. So let's add that to build planner, that to build planner, that to build planner. There we go. Now we'll get all of that made. And in production, let's move all this to the rear. All of that to the rear. All of that to the rear. Yeah, I'm crafting ships and learning as I'm doing it. Like I made mistakes with these, but I learned from them. There's a ship I made
Energy low.
sitting down on the surface that's a larger version of this. Then I tried to make a heavy lift vehicle, and I couldn't get it in orbit. I was trying to lift 2,000 steel plates, and I couldn't get it in orbit. So I still need to go tinker with that to figure out what I need to do to get it off Mars. But honestly, I think this is going to be more valuable than another one of those right now. So we have 7,000 nickel, 13,000 cobalt, 15,000. I mean, we've got a lot there. A little bit left. He needs metal grids. So then what I'll do is, oh, not that. Need steel plates. I'm gonna have to figure out what the what kind of windows you can use, because they don't like I fully expected there to be armored windows, you know, and normal windows, but it doesn't appear that there's anything like that. It's going to be a slow build for sure. I don't even know if I want these to be conveyors here, because if this is the bridge, those are going to be in the floor of the bridge. I guess I could add a block on top of them and make the bridge, yeah, I guess I could do that, make the bridge 1 block taller.
Meteor storm inbound.
Because once I get the front shell of it done, a lot of the blocks can just be standard light armor. It doesn't have to be such as steel plates we need. All right, steel plates it is. So now if I'm going to start building this out, what I'll do is when, you know, before I log off for the night when I'm done playing, I'll make sure that, you know, a couple of thousand plates are queued up. And I'll just let it process while I'm offline. So when I log on, I've got enough to work with. But I have a feeling we're going to have to go mine up some iron here pretty quick. Okay, so this is all done. So then we could do... What we do is we pick the bridge up. So we do it like this. We could actually do... make that look just a wee bit better.
Energy low.
Man, you with the energy stuff. I know everybody's like, you're supposed to use a welding ship for this. I get it. I know. Bradley, you're live. Good deal, bud. Glad to hear it, man. Hope you're feeling better. I was thinking about you last night, man, when you weren't around. I hope everything was okay. All right, so if we do that. Do that. Which means this has to change for appearance sake. Just a wee bit. So then we mirror that on the bottom. This is just for the front now. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna mirror the bottom side of it. Just we're gonna leave that. Come on. Stop giving me grief, man. Oh my God. So the top is going to be solid like a deck. And it kills me how they, depending on where you're at, how you're doing it, the rotation buttons change. I'm like, just leave them the way they are. Whatever axis I'm turning, doesn't matter which way I'm facing or whatever. Drives me freaking insane. Okay, did I made a boo-boo, right? Yes. Yes, that engine needs to be covered, so that's a boo-boo. So then what we'll do is, instead of the slope there, how does that look? Does that look? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do... Blue Brad said, did you ever visit the base since I was gone? I was down there one time. I built it. If you go over and look at my original base, you'll see there's a ship there. I tried making a ship that didn't work out. I got to figure out how to deal with it, but that's the only time I was down there. You know, this had to be changed into a solid one, right? Is that what I did? I think I had it as a solid piece, but it needs to change. I don't think I was going to keep it. I think there's actually a... I think there's... I don't know. It's going to be better as a full piece, I think. I don't know. Isn't... I think there is a piece that fits there. Is it this? Is it that piece? No. Man, I hate looking for these pieces. So I think it's going to be one of these then. I guess not. Wait, is that it? No, it was more of a slope, and I don't know where, I don't know which piece it is. I thought it was that. But it doesn't appear to be sloped enough. It's sloped on one side? I don't get it. And we got one more section we can try. But I don't think it's that either. These are all smaller pieces. Oh, it is. It's that piece right there. Some bitch. That drives me freaking insane, man, that they separate the pieces like that. Put that in the other block group. Yet I don't know if I guess I need to start using a multiple the build menus. I got to start doing that. I'm not doing it the way I should be doing it. Where's my piece at? There's that. That's the piece we were after, right? Do the slope on this side and the slope on that side. We'll know once we start welding it together if we got something foobarred. That would be the front of it. And then we'll bring the center will actually come down even one more block. Oh, we ran out of stuff. We ran out of iron. We burnt through all of that iron already. Holy
Energy
macaroni. That's amazing. Which is actually is going to be pretty cool because we now need to farm up all the various resources that before we were just so focused on stone.
Energy critical.
And I wish there was a mode that told you which blocks weren't complete so you could fix them. You know, like blocks that I don't want to call it damage, but they weren't completely upgraded. You know, color them red or something. Okay, so that was slope, 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 slope. That was supposed to be that. Sorry. Hear my little man, he's like, "Ugh, God, you're an idiot." All right, so what did we actually run out of? There's nickel. I think it's iron we ran out of. Yeah. Yes. So we haven't actually gone and done this yet. We're gonna, on purpose, go mine up a load of iron. Oh. Because I think once I get the front of the ship designed the way I want it to look, then everything else as it flows back will fall into place. And we don't have to, obviously, we're not going to do it all in one stream. Someplace on here. It's it right there, I think, right in front of us. It's a big old iron vein. I think that's it. Yeah, it is. Did we get to it from the other side, though? Okay, there was another spot that was much easier to work with. Because we know it's in this rock here as well. There's some right here. I don't remember where the spot was at that we found it, but huh. There it is up there. Mark, how are you, buddy? Playing games. Hope it's good games. Hope it's fun games. All right, lots of iron. 20,000 iron there and 20,000 stone. That's fine. It was just, it's not a rich seam, so. Playing Surviving the Aftermath now, then playing Space Engineers this weekend. Good deal, man. Make sure you drop on Discord and take some screenshots of the stuff you're doing, stuff you build, and drop it up there for people to see. So I guess part of what we need to do here, and I just thought about it, is we're going to be building this large grid ship. And I put hydrogen engines on it. This needs to be ion engines, right? We're in space. We're not going to be taking this ship into an atmosphere. But if we do ion engines, that means that we got to find platinum before we can put any engines on this thing. So we have to keep searching asteroids until we find platinum. All right, we got back with that load. Make sure everything's actually... Yep. So now both this ship and the base are going to be slow going at the same time because both require the metal grids. So they're going to be competing for resources. So yeah, if I do what the hell are they going to say? Is it ion? Oh, it's thrusters. Ion thruster, yep. And it needs thruster comps, which I believe... I don't know if we can even make them in this assembler, but I think that's what takes platinum. Yep, need gold and platinum. Oh boy, we've not found any platinum up here. All right. Well, we just want to leave the engines where they can be changed out, right? It's the grids we need. Okay, we have none. We might have to add a 5th algae farm, or may not generate enough food for us fast enough. All right, well, platinum. How the hell are we going to find platinum up here? I think we already found gold in one of the asteroids, right? Yep. We're just going to have to keep surveying asteroids. Going further and further out, I guess.
Meteor storm inbound.
So is that it for the refinery? Yeah, I think it's it. It burned through everything we brought back. Yeah, I got gold on one of them. It's platinum. In order for me to make ion thrusters, which operate off of electricity, off of batteries, or a reactor, we need to find platinum. You need platinum and gold to make those thrusters. We can make it out of hydrogen engines, but maybe we make this iteration of the larger ship out of hydrogen thrusters and we use this for deeper exploration. You see like all those asteroids over there? I don't believe we've gone over here. We'll go over and visit. We've got the fuel. We'll go visit a couple of these. I just don't remember what we bookmarked and what we did not. See, there's the one with gold, so I think we've been to this one. Because if I go and turn on show on HUD, is this a new gold one? No, see, that's where we found gold. Now there's some, that looks like something on that one. Is this gold as well? Yep, that's gold there as well. Okay, that was gold and iron. Iron just showed up as we were coming past it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and mark this one. Because it's gold and iron. So we'll turn those two off. We already know what's here. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a lot closer than I thought. Holy shit. Damn it. You'd end up smashing up another ship doing that shit. Thought that was a rock further. There's gold in that too. All right. We don't need to mark all of them. This one, we might get in a little bit of gravity with this one. Question's going to be, is platinum rare in asteroids? I don't know. Because I know it's I know you can find it on the moon, but man, it's going to suck if you can't find it in asteroids. Doesn't look like there's anything there. Where the hell is our... So we found a bunch of gold. Drill rig is set up on this big chunk of rock, and right there's a see, some of these seams are shallow, man. There's a good load of iron. And this load of iron. This is probably going to finish off the cobalt. We'll have to go get another load of that.